If you are ready to land high paying clients and elevate your freelance game, then you are in the right place. On this episode of the podcast, I am sharing 3 powerful tips that will help you to secure contracts with clients that you love. We are going to discuss how to choose the right niche, how to craft messaging that clearly communicates your value, and develop a sales process that showcases your outcomes, specifically outcomes. So get ready to transform your freelance business and attract clients that are willing to pay you for top dollar contracts for your expertise. So let's get into it. Number one, I want you to niche hard. Now, I have been hearing a lot of influencers and people in the space, coaches specifically at the moment, talking about not needing a niche because you are your niche. And it just it just makes my heart sink a little because I know how much harder this is making it for people. And I'm going to do a whole episode about this, but the short of it is when you niche, you can become the expert and literally attract, magnetize your ideal clients to you. I have never in 7 years seen a more powerful force than clarity about what you offer and to whom. So please, if you are newer to the freelancing world, pick a niche. You can change it later. You can expand it later. That's all okay. Pick a niche. Pick a problem that you solve for a specific group of people that can afford what you want to charge. And make sure that it is something that you love to do, please. Because life is too short and business is too hard to not love every moment of that challenge. It is like climbing a beautiful mountain, right? Rewarding and also an effort, both and. So when you niche, you can specifically call out the people that you work with and they will hear you. In my agency, we work with trades and we have trades who find us and inquire. How many marketing agencies are there, right? Even if we go local marketing agencies, and not many of our clients actually are local, but say we even did that, how many, like hundreds, how many trade specific? Not that many. We are the specialists. So without any marketing, people discover us and they're already like 80-90% sold because they know that we do exactly what they need. And this happens because we set up SEO years and years ago, and it's super obvious who we serve. We don't do marketing, we still get inquiries and not referrals, right? I'm not talking about referrals here. And actually, on the referral conversation, I have from referrals non trade businesses coming to me. And we have a range of clients from so many different industries as agency clients, everything from nonprofits to counseling services, catering companies. And guess what? That's fine because when you get people coming to you that are outside of your niche, you get to choose if you move forward with them, which in our company we do with for a very, very select group of clients. But the point is start narrow so that your messaging hits hard and you will see so much more success more easily. I promise you will thank me for this. Now, about the you are your niche angle, yes, I agree with this in part because you are incredibly well placed to serve people who are where you once were. So, if you are a single mom who grew her e commerce business with ads and now you want to run ads for e commerce business owners and support single moms to claim back their freedom, amazing. You have that story and that experience. So, yes, you can be your niche. but it's actually less about you and more about the people that you serve. What is that story of hope, that transformation, that outcome that you can share with others who need it? So for us, my husband was a chippy, a carpenter. So, yes, we were sort of our niche too. But again, it's more about this specific outcome and being able to be specific because you have a niche. Okay, so that brings us to number two, which is clear outcomes. It is not enough to talk about what you do and even how you do it because people don't care. We need to connect with the problems that are hitting our prospects in the face the minute that they open their computers, right? Or the things that are keeping them up at night. If we can talk about the outcomes that we bring, the bottom line of why they should work with us, this is when we stand out. So don't talk about the fact that you do Facebook ads. Talk about how you can get them quality leads for $15, right? Don't talk about how you can edit video. Tell them how you can get them in front of thousands more people and hold their attention. Right? Don't talk about how you can manage their inbox. Tell them how you can save them time and make them more money by retaining customers for longer. The bottom line is your service should make their business money and make the person who is hiring you make their life better in some way because you are taking a weight off their shoulders that they don't have time or brain space to deal with, but they need. You are solving a problem for them, which is the thing that we have to talk about. And when you can articulate this clearly, you show them that you are an authority in the space and you command whatever it is that you want to charge because you can tie what you do to the problems they are looking to solve in the business. Now, the way you can talk about this is by adding 4 words to whatever it is that you are talking about. Those 4 words are so that you can, right? A linking sentence. We run Facebook ads so that you can get more quality leads for less than what you're spending on print advertising, right? We edit your podcast videos so that you can grab and hold people's attention and expand overall reach because you show the algorithm that your content is valuable. Right? This should be in your content, in your communication with them, and in your proposal document as well, which brings us to sales. So, number 3 is the sales process. Don't wing it with sales. Have a clearly set process. Now, ideally, this will be on either a 1 call close or a 2 call close system that you have dialed in. It is a 1 call close, a 1 call conversation sales process. If you have standard offers, like you sell a social media package, it's always $900 a month. Sure, 1 call close. 2 call close if you're going to need to customize a quote or you're going to need to go and chat with someone about it, which might happen if you are a marketing agency where there is some sort of setup fee first and then they move to a standard package or, it's a little bit more complicated. You might have 2 calls there. So make sure you have that process sorted. And then from the initial invite to the signing of the contract, you can document this process and automate it almost in entirety. So I'm going to give you a rundown of what ours looks like in our agency. Now, the first thing that we do from the initial invite to the sales call is we're going to invite them in some capacity, either via a DM or an email or a phone call, depending how we get the inquiry. Number 2, we are going to book the call and we're going to have automated reminders for that. Number 3, the call flow is I'm listening to them, I'm asking questions. We diagnose the problem. The prospect asks about how we can help them. And then I book another call so I can prepare the quote. Now, then on the second Zoom call, I go through the proposal document with them, but I do not send it in advance. During that second call, I also answer all of their questions using the language that they used in the first call so that I'm talking about their exact problems, their concerns, their wants, and their needs. So I've written down what they said on that first call and I'm using that language back to them. When we finish the call, I send them the proposal document and we have an automated follow up system that sends testimonials and case studies and that sort of thing. And there is also a fully automated onboarding system for when they actually accept the contract and sign all of that. And in your sales process, I want you to always tell them when you're going to follow up. So send them, thanks so much. Loved chatting with you. Look forward to hearing from you later this week. If I don't hear, I'll follow up if I don't hear from you by Friday, for example. And then the onboarding system that's automated guides them through signing the contract, paying their deposit, filling out their onboarding form, and booking their first call. So that's what it looks like for us. So from that first EM, we're booking the call with automated reminders. The sales process, the call flow is like the same every time because we have documented it. And then either the follow-up process is automated if we need one of those, but if not, with most of our clients who are going to sign on, that we have an automated onboarding system that having a consistent process like that is a complete game changer because it makes you get paid on time. You don't have to think about it. There's no loose ends that are floating around the place because you know exactly what is required and most of it's automated. You don't need to do it. So this process should also show the prospect, show the client what it is like to work with you, how effortless it is, how guided and supported they're going to feel working with you. This is not a pushy, convincing type of energy. This is an offering because you have something that they want. And when you do these 3 steps right, when you do these, you niche down, you're talking about your outcomes, and you get this sales process really dialed in, you get to work with who you want to work with, when you want to, and charge what you want. So, if that sounds good and you need a strategy, book a call with me or a member of my team, and we will give you a 3-step action plan to get you moving towards building that business that you want with more freedom and more money. All right, that is it for me for today. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you so much, and I will chat with you on the next one.